immediately. I knew something was wrong when the woman doing the sonogram on my breast, her hand started shaking. And I saw her counting. So that's why I knew it was bad. I went right to a major cancer center that's really well known. And I met with the oncologist, and she said, something slid up on your spine. And I said, well, what does that mean? And she goes, well, then you'd be stage 4. I feel that God just pulled me out of my body because I looked down and I was in shock, and I had a whirring and a buzzing in my head. And I looked at my husband next to me, and he looked in shock. And my parents were behind me because I brought them with me. And as I was above my body, I just heard the words, "That's not your story." It was really a struggle to figure everything out for myself and what to do. And I was working full-time, teaching kindergarten. I also have 3 children. The oncologist that I have now is great, but in the past, it's been, oh, you do know how this is going to end up, don't you? There was no hope prescribed. It was just, this is the path you're going to take until you die. And it was really hard to find other people that lived past the year or 2, but I found them. And then I said, I'm going to become one of them. I had a little boy in my class the year before, and his mother and I had a great relationship. And she emailed me and she said, I know I'm being really presumptuous, but you need to contact these 2 men. And one was Donnie. Thank God she did that. Mederi is playing a huge part in the fact that I'm able to continue to thrive and live with the cancer. Mederi is healing. Healing in every aspect, with your body, your mind, your soul. Not only are they able to talk about all of the medicine that I'm on and the chemo and the oncology aspect, but they're also giving me the supplements to keep my body healthy. But then they're also talking to me about exercise and then diet as well. And I've learned so much about nutrition. They've also spoken to me about faith and how important it is. So they hit every possible way that I can heal, every pathway. The Mederi treatment can be challenging and you have to be dedicated. It was hard for me to at first wrap my head around the supplements because it's between 80 and 90 a day. And it's a lot to manage, trying to figure out which ones I take in the morning, before breakfast, with breakfast, my morning pills, my afternoon pills, my dinner pills, my bedtime pills, my before I go to sleep pills. So it's your entire day that you're reminded that you're a cancer patient. But it's also an entire day of you saying, I'm taking control of my life. The chemo attacks my entire body, as well as the cancer, and Mederi is helping me to build up my body. So I'm keeping that balance and able to live. And I don't even feel like I have cancer. It's just surreal to me.
The world flips in a way that people don't expect. And Mederi is a fabulous resource to just sort of help keep balance in the chaos of it all. The traditional side of care has tremendous value, but the unfortunate thing is without a good complement from the natural, nutritional, botanical side, there isn't balance. We can administer drugs that we know are toxic, but if we're not supporting the body in a way that helps it heal, the outcomes are not always as we hope. I'm a 36-year cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's when I was 17, melanoma in my 20s, melanoma again in my 30s, and breast cancer in my 40s. So I've lived 2/3 of my life through the lens of cancer. I'm often contacted by friends and colleagues whenever they or someone they know is diagnosed, and I'm always recommending their first course of action be to contact Mederi. They are a fabulous counterbalance to the toxicity of chemo and oncology protocols. They're evidence-based, they're science-based. They are looking at the marriage of botanical and nutritional medicine with traditional care.
I've been on Ibrance, fulvestrant, Zoladex, tamoxifen, Taxol, carboplatin, everolimus, Verzenio, and Xeloda. Those are all chemos that most people would have and just be knocked out. Despite that, I've taken a yoga certification class and I did 200 hours and I'm now a yoga teacher. I teach kindergarten and I'm still teaching today. People look at me and they don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing. I used to think my purpose was to teach children, and now I'm teaching everybody about how to thrive and how to live. And I even have a blog that's been shared around the world, and I'm spreading faith and hope. I think people need to hear the stories of the success and the supplements and the Mederi method and bring it to their oncologists. And I think oncologists need to open their mind and say, let me learn more about this, and this is worth looking at. There are people still alive who shouldn't be. And why are they still alive? Maybe in 10 years, if your child's told these words, you have cancer, because of all of the work that's been done before them, they'll have a brighter future and a better path and an easier way to navigate. And I hope that people at the Mederi Center can spread their wealth and their knowledge to other people.
It would be nice to have a broader array of experts available because cancer is one of the fastest growing illnesses globally.
I'll always wish I could go back to what I didn't have. But I'm so grateful that God has put people in my life who are helping me lead the way to maybe a brighter future for people who are diagnosed with cancer. For whoever's seeing this today, I want them to know that it doesn't have to be the end. Whatever you're hearing doesn't have to be your story. You may not be able to change what's happening to you, but you could change how you react to it so that people know that they can live with cancer. They don't have to die from cancer.